I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
What if you could build your own city? A place where every child can find nurturing people to help them achieve their full potential. A place where every adult can access job training support, where health education is abundant, where social justice ruled the land. A place without limitations.
Hey, you guys, welcome to Black Multiverse and Grow with Google. This is our Grow with Google morning update. No, it's not. This is our Skill Up program. And so as a part of our Skill Up program, we are presenting how to reach out to customers online. That is something that every business owner needs to know. And that is what we are going to be doing today. I am very happy to be here with you. My name is Nicole Maxwell. I'm the CEO of Black Multiverse Enterprises. I am the founder of the Blackverse Metaverse community. And I'm also the owner of Technical Consulting, which all of those things are created to share the upcoming metaverse with the world. And to make sure that people are prepared and that they understand the possibilities behind what is coming. I'm also the hostess and executive producer of the Meta Mind Shift Show and a board member for the Black Business Network, Black Business Expo, and the Black Business Olympics. And so right now we are streaming on many different locations. And so I want to say hello to everyone who's watching us out on Twitch. I want to say hello to all of the family over at Blackverse Metaverse Community. And of course, I want to say hello if you're watching us on Black Multiverse TV. So we appreciate all of you guys for hanging out, but that's not the only place we are. So we are also live on the Black Business Network, and we are also streaming on Pod TV, which puts us squarely also on Hulu and Roku and Amazon Prime, Fire. And guess what I found out? We're also on Amazon Audible. So Audible, if you would like to listen, and you can definitely listen to the audio version of this on your Audible recording, and we will get that and ensure that it's also there as well. We have some really great things in store today, so we're not going to spend too much time talking it up, but I do want to let you know why you're here. So I am going to actually put up a little something that's going to let you know what you're tapping into today. So today we're going to be talking about our Grow with Google program that we've designed, and it's called Google Basics, right? So Black Multiverse presents Google Basics series. This is something that we are bringing to you every Tuesday and every Thursday at 10 a.m. Or as near about as we can get to 10 a.m. Today we are starting a little late. We had some challenges in the production room. But today we are talking about Google Basics. And so we every Tuesday and Thursday, we come to you with something that you need to know to help you be, as I like to say in my other business, to be a little bit more technically savvy as you are utilizing some of the technology. These are all the different ways you can get in contact with us. We've been around for just about a year when it comes to the Blackverse and Black Multiverse Enterprise communities. And we have been certified gold as a partner with Google, Grow with Google. We became a partner back in, I want to say it was July, August, around there, and have since become a high impact partner. And we are now certified gold high impact partners. So I'm really happy about that. And really excited to be able to share that with not only you, but with everyone else. And so before we get started, I want to say that if you are here and you have questions about the metaverse, if you want to expand your business into the metaverse, or you're just looking for a quick introduction, reach out to me because I have all those things available. If you're also looking to support or sponsor or partner with a company that is a Web3 company, please reach out to me for that too. Black Multiverse is definitely interested in expanding our partner network. We are delighted with the partners that we have and the sponsors that we have for the various endeavors that we are doing, but we got a lot more to come. So with that said, I do want to take a minute and just give tribute to one of our sponsors right now, and then we'll come back and start the training. Well, I don't know about you, but for me, one of the things that I love is a good cup of coffee. And so if I could find me a coffee sponsor to sponsor this show, we'd be in business. They would keep me caffeinated, and they would also keep me quite awake and feeling energetic. A good cup of coffee can actually change the whole trajectory of your day. That is just how it is sometimes. So welcome to the workshop, guys. Today we're going to get started with our workshop about how to reach customers online with Google. And so, everybody's on Google these days. So maybe you're using Google search. Maybe you have begun to use Google for your Gmail. That is Google as well. There's lots of other tools out here that you may be using Google for. And so when we are thinking about how to get out and get to our customers, when we think of one of the world's best search engines, we think of Google, right? So year after year, Google comes through, and we're starting to see people fight for that spot now as number one. But Google still remains the king or queen, however you like to say that, of search engines, just in familiarity. So, being able to reach out to people in the space where people are is invaluable for your business. So let's talk about how we can use some Google tools to help us become a little bit more, what do I like to say, technically savvy. All right. So what about you? How do you find the things that you need and want? It always starts with where are my customers? That's one of the questions you're asking. So where are my customers? Well, your customers are likely on Google, right? So when you're thinking about how to reach them, it makes sense to learn how to use the tool that they are using. All right. So when you're thinking about, I'll bet that a lot of you, if not most of you, have started an online business. You've gone online to compare prices. You've done some reading of reviews or something like that, and you've also maybe contributed to some reviews. But you also may have done some other types of research. And you probably are doing this now more than ever, especially post-COVID. During COVID, the world woke up and said, hey, what do we do? How do I reach people that I can't even talk to anymore? What is this? How do we move on? And the answer was we connect by searching, and we reached out to communities that were bigger than the community we were in. And so the world got a lot smaller. Even though it stayed the same size, it's a lot more accessible right now. All right. So we're going to go ahead and what does that mean for you in your business? Well, your business may be your new front door, right? So your website is going to be that new front door. As we're heading into the metaverse, we've got some great things coming up with that too. But for now, we're going to talk about traditional spaces and traditional business. Your online presence might be the only place that your customers can come to connect with you and make a purchase from your business, or connect with you and learn more about you. And so it's now more important than ever that we're growing our digital storefronts. Years ago, we went through this phase of life where everybody was talking about the digital frontier. We are still there, but we are also, a lot of folks are already in it. So are you one of those people who's here? Are you able to connect with your viewership, your members, your potential customers, your prospects? According to data from Google in February 2021, searches for local plus businesses has grown by more than 80% year over year. That includes searches like local businesses near me, mom and pop near me, support local business, support local Black businesses. Those are at an all-time high. And we're continuing to see consumer behaviors continue to evolve. According to an Ipsos study commissioned by Google in June of 2020, 61% of consumers think that buying online and picking up in the curbside or in the store will be a more beneficial way for them to shop, even when there's no restrictions like COVID. Okay, so we're seeing that people have kind of just said, yeah, forget that. I don't need to spend my day doing all this stuff. Let me spend my night doing it, and then I'll go pick it up and then keep it pushing during the day. All right, so today we're going to discuss different ways that you can connect with your customers online, especially those who are looking for businesses just like yours. So Let's start by watching a quick video that explores some of the ways that the customers can get connected with your local businesses in the past year, as well as what they may be looking for as we're moving forward, all right? All right. So we're going to view a file. And this file is going to showcase, some important things that we all need to know about business. And so let me just share that file really quick. Give me just a second. Okay. No. We may not be able to share this today. I don't want to spend too much time on this, and it doesn't look like it is coming up for me to grab. So we're just going to go back to the presentation. But what I'm going to tell you is that we have there we go.
This past year had many challenges. People have learned new things, like how to make any situation work, how to keep going through tough times, and how to stay in touch while far away. Now the small businesses they love are ready to welcome them back. It's time to find great places to gather and celebrate. To refresh and renew. See each other in person again. And explore new connections.
Coffee shops near me.
Now that your doors are reopening,
Hi, good afternoon. How are you? This is the part that you tried to cut? Okay.
People are looking for places in their neighborhoods and communities where they can enjoy special moments together again. They're hoping to discover new favorite spots so they can create new memories with people they love.
How are you? Yeah, nice to finally see you.
So when they're searching for you, and you, and you, be there with a little help from Google.
We'll be there with a little help from Google. That is so cool. So you guys, that is just meant to show kind of where we are heading and what we are doing with our businesses and how people can show up in different ways. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to our presentation, and that is going to be the agenda. So what is our agenda for today? So now you've seen what it looks like. Let's talk about what we're actually going to dive into today. All right, so we are going to, I'm going to start by showing you 3 ways that you can use Google search and how your info can appear across search results. This is called search engine optimization. We're also going to take a look at a business profile and then online advertising, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get started. So first of all, how does search work? Oh my God, there's so many misconceptions about this in the world. I am so delighted to be able to actually put this out here today because people don't get it, and then they don't understand that it's constantly changing either. So sometimes some of the stuff is actually not what you learned 10 years ago. It's still a search engine, but it does evolve. So that means that your business has to constantly stay tapped in and constantly stay evolving. So let's start with Google search. Let's talk about how it works. Okay, so Google uses what's called an algorithm. An algorithm is a computer program that's a very simple way of putting it, but it's a computer program that they use to power search. So in this context, an algorithm is an automated piece of software that helps locate information to answer a question, right? So your question doesn't have to be posed as a question, but you're typing it in and the computer reads it as a question. The Google search algorithm sorts through billions of web pages to deliver the most relevant content for a given search. The purpose of the search algorithm is to best deliver the best results for a search, right? And so then those search results are what we call paginated, or they are presented to you in a paged fashion, depending on how many results came through. All right, so let's look at this different because, some of us are visual. So let's look at it in another way. Imagine a library with billions and billions of books, like really, literally any library. That's what it is, right? It's constantly growing. People are constantly adding to the library, taking things out, checking things out. But there's no card catalog to help you find anything. If you're not searching for a book, you need specific information that's inside the book's pages. That's sort of what the web is like. When you think of it in that way, finding what you need might seem absolutely impossible. But that's what the search engines like Google are for. When a person searches on Google, they might start typing a word or a phrase describing what they want to find. And you guys have probably all done this, whether you've done it on Google or another search engine. You have likely, at some point in time, searched for something, even if it's on your phone. This is called a search query. That's what the techies call it, right? So we're calling it a search query. Most people just call it search. So I'm going to go search Google. Hold on, I'm going to search Google. Or let me search that. I don't know. Let me ask Google. That's what that is. It's a search query, okay? All right, now Google is helping people to find information on the web. They sort through those billions of pages for you and they show you the answers that you're looking for. So basically, a search is a big piece of software that takes the query you're going to type into the search box, the question you're going to ask, and they look for the answer across the web. Okay, so you type the question, it returns an answer. Now, what question you type is potentially going to influence the answer that you're receiving, right? The illustration here is showing an example of what a Google search results page looks like. You guys have likely all seen this. If you haven't, just go out to google.com and start typing. It's important to note that some of the content and the layout of this page, sometimes it might be different depending on what you searched for. The layout will look different if you're searching for one thing, and then it might also look different from your web browser on a like a laptop or a keyboard. A laptop or a desktop. And then that was going to look a little bit differently from the results you get on your phone because things are mobile optimized. And so sometimes they take things out in order to present it properly on the mobile device. And then the search results are presented a little bit differently as well. All right, so today we're going to focus on 3 typical ways your business can appear, right? Because this is all about your business. So 3 ways that your business can appear in the results, in the organic results with a business profile, and then by advertising. The image on this slide is a Google search results page with redacted results and terms. So you're seeing a real search. You can go out there and search for that as well. So on the left-hand side, you're going to see text, and up top, you see an ad. That ad is very clearly called out. And then in between, you're going to see like the actual results. So those are the results that match what you were looking for. So they're presented after some ads. Over on the left-hand side, you see what we call a business profile. That profile is an actual business that is in business near you or wherever you searched, right? Okay, so it's a little bit more complicated than this. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes, but we want you to know what that kind of looks like. So here's a picture. First, Google is going to make its own copy of the entire web, the whole thing. That's a whole lot of storage space, right? It scans it and it catalogs all the content. That's like indexing a book a trillion times, right? So it's a very, very large index. So if a potential customer searches for something like cute yoga pants, Google is going to identify all the relevant results and then put them in order that it thinks are the most useful. To do this, it considers where the searcher is located, whether the page has been updated recently, and how many other pages are linking to that page, whether there are pictures of yoga pants on the page, and a whole lot more. It's doing all of this in less than 1 second, billions of times a day. Think about how fast you get search results back. Like, it used to be that like we would sit there and we'd have to wait a few seconds and then they would come up. But now we actually get those search results right away. All right, the image on the slide is an illustration of searching for yoga pants and the chart of the links that might come from it, right? So look at that. Google is downloading a copy, scanning it, and then cataloging all the information and showing all the information off. All right, so now that you know more than you wanted to about the scope of what the web is, how Google constantly works to index it, and all the information that you can get to grow your business, we're going to start thinking about that part a lot more. There are many factors that are in consideration when you're thinking about cataloging and ranking pages. This means that there's more than one way that you can help your business appear on Google, as well as more than one way to move up in those rankings. The first way your business might show up is to appear in what we call the organic or natural search results, right? So those results that are down in the center underneath ads. Google builds these pages of results for every single search to deliver the most relevant search for that particular searcher. For example, the search results might be different for people looking for something from Saskatoon, Canada, or Nashville, Tennessee versus Taiwan, right? So those results might be a little bit different. You can see how the website for Trade Street Jam can appear in Google's organic search results. How does Google decide what websites to show and in what order? There are more than 200 signals that Google considers to determine which web pages should appear for which searches. Organic searches are different than paid search advertising. How high your site ranks in organic search is truly a matter of your site being the most useful answer to the query that was entered. While you can't just buy a better organic search ranking, you can put some effort into optimizing your website to make sure that its visibility is improved on Google and other search engines too. Now, this process, it's called SEO, search engine optimization, and in some worlds, some folks call it SEO, but it's usually SEO. All right. Now, we could spend a lifetime on SEO. There's people who offer courses on SEO. But here's a quick overview. So SEO refers to the techniques that improve your website ranking in Google search results and attract higher quantity and quality website visits that help you grow your online presence. SEO is really important when it comes to managing your product, your service, or your brand. When consumers are using search engines, they are typically looking for a specific product, a specific service, or a specific solution. Sometimes they want to be entertained or educated or reassured. But regardless, they have a specific need or a want that your website might be able to fill. Ranking in search results for particular keywords, topics, and phrases can help you connect with your ideal customer. All right, so people who are just getting started with SEO have a tendency to think that it's super complicated or that you have to have a certain background in tech to do it. And believe me, all the people who actually do this in tech with that background will tell you that too. But there are plenty of non-technical things that you can do to your website to spruce it up and get it to show up in search. First of all, your content. Content is key. And I am so guilty of this myself. Regularly publish content that is relevant and original. It should be useful and accurate. While there's no rule of thumb, the more frequently you update your website, the more likely it is that it will appear in search results. So there's a tip. You guys write that down. Update your website frequently so that it appears in search results. When you're writing content, include keywords, things that your potential customers would use to find your page. Organize your website logically into clearly labeled areas that lead visitors to more easily find what they're looking for. This also helps Google to understand the content on your website. Every web page includes a title and a description that is going to be a part of the code. You may or may not see this, right? But every page has that, and it's actually called metadata. So we're claiming that back for all of us technologists out here. That is a word that we have loved for years. Many content management systems like WordPress or Wix are offering the option to enter in this text. So if you have the option, make sure that all those, they're called tags, but make sure that the title elements are accurate, right? So descriptions, titles, image, alt text, things like that. Make sure that they're specific and accurate. If you're stuck on the relevant, timely content, hey, there's this free tool that can help you with that. Oh, let's check that out. The best way to find trends in your space in relation to search is Google Trends. Google Trends can help you to research content strategies and help you refine your marketing strategies and messaging for your website. It also shows the relative popularity of different words searched for on Google over time. The data presented in this graph on a scale of 1 to 10, with 100 representing the peak search volume and obviously 0 representing none. If it has enough data, Trends can show a forecast of the search volume related to particular searches as well as rising searches. Wow, so you can actually forecast for free. So I don't know if y'all heard that, but I heard that. Yeah, you can actually forecast for free. All right, so forecasting is extremely important when you're thinking about your business and your quarter over quarter growth, your quarter over quarter challenges, as well as your year over year. So how are you forecasting for your business? This can be a part of it. You can use it to compare the popularity of different words and different phrases. You can determine the seasonality of certain searches. Like, so at Halloween, does the phrase Halloween definitely spike? I'm sure it does. See where searches are happening geographically, so by area and location, and then also see things that are related, so related searches. So if I search for Halloween, I'm probably searching for events, and I might even be searching for pumpkins. So things like that are related searches that help you to really narrow down and niche down and show up and show out when you need to. All right, so here's an example of how a real business is actually using Google, right? So tea drops. It's called myteadrops.com. You can go there right now. So they used Google Trends to actually help in researching how people in the United States were searching for bubble tea. They learned that on the West Coast, more people searched for the word boba. But on the East Coast, people actually searched for the word bubble tea. That information can be super useful when determining whether a content strategy is the right one for your website and for your advertising. So where are your customers? Who are you trying to reach? How are you actually going to reach them? For more insights like this, you're going to want to go to Google Trends. So to get to Google Trends, you go to google.com/trends. Okay, so this picture that you're seeing right now, this one is the version on the website or on the mobile phone. So yes, you can actually use this on your mobile phone too. All right, so this compares the interest in terms boba and bubble tea. And I like saying both of those words. All right. So let's practice your list of keywords. So let's open up a computer or let's open up another window, whether you're using your phone or your web browser on your desktop, laptop, or your tablet device. Enter something that you would like to compare. You're going to go to google.com/trends or g.co/trends, either way. And you're going to search for something that allows you to compare some phrases. So we're going to find some words that are relevant to you, and then you're going to search for additional phrases. Now, what I want you to do, click in and find locations. So you're going to be able to see different locations there. Go ahead and click one. If you find something that has not been searched for, consider what you're going to do with that information. So, there's lots of different things that you could do. And if you're looking for ideas on that, like, let's actually get together and have a call, because I'm definitely looking to help people just be technically savvy. So if you find a search term that no one is searching for on Google, find a way to make that to change it, right? All right, so now you've got your results niched down by location. I want you to adjust the date ranges to see how or if the results are going to appear differently. I want you to go ahead and explore different searches. So change the wording a little bit and see what comes up. Dive into some of those different tags that show up, the different suggestions for keywords. Go ahead and dive in. So take your time and play around with that. If you're watching us on replay, first of all, don't forget to like and subscribe. And then second of all, please do go ahead and dive in to the results and just play around a little bit, because this isn't going to hurt anything. You can't change any data out here, but what you can do is arm yourself with information, and information is key. All right. So we're still talking about SEO, right? So search engine optimization. Let's talk about a few more things that can affect your SEO. So first of all, you're going to make sure that your website is loaded very quickly. So, man, people on the phone, like, you like to get that information immediately, right? Slow websites encourage users to go away instead of stay. So you want to make sure that people are staying on your website as long as possible. You're going to want to make sure that it loads as fast as possible, right? So make sure that your website is easy to use and to read, no matter how many visitors are there. So, right, you want to make sure that it is built with a responsive design, and responsive means that it's able to be seen properly on both mobile and on a desktop or a very large screen. There are some resources that Google has that can help you with that. So let's look at those resources, right? So Google's Test My Site tool and then Google Search Console. These are two of my favorite ones. Like, even though like some of my sites are not the best when it comes to load time, I actually do put all my sites out here and just put them through the ringer, because I want to know like what that is. Like you said, even if it's not, even if there's like no traffic out here, I just want to know, what's actually happening. So you are able to check the speed of your website by trying out Google's free Test My Site tool. So you can go to google.com/testmysite or g.co/testmysite, and it's going to come up, and these test scores are going to measure mobile speed, or how long it takes the site to load on a phone. Now, keep in mind, it's not just the strength of your web connection that's going to determine your mobile speed, but also the elements that are actually on the page. After evaluating your site, the test is going to generate a report with a list of specific suggestions for you to update and maintain your site, right? All right. Next up, so I could do breakout sessions on both of these, because there's a lot of information that's truly useful in both of them, both Test My Site and the Google Search Console, which we're going to talk about next. If you would like me to come and talk to your organization or to your club or to your team at your job or your team in your business about how to actually take advantage of some of these tools, I am available, and you can reach out to me at metamindshift.com. Just click on schedule there and it'll take you right on over to my calendar. All right, next up, we have Google Search Console. So the Google Search Console sounds exactly like what it is. It is exactly what it sounds like, right? It is a tool that's used to search for it's tools that are used to optimize your search possibility and potential. This tool actually used to be called Google Webmaster Tools. They changed the name. So anybody who's an old school head, that's what we used to call it, was Webmaster Tools. It is now called Search Console. And so because of that, some things have also changed. Search Console is an extremely important for SEO because it helps you to measure your site's search traffic and performance. It also helps you to fix some issues and then improve in your search results. So the results that you are searched for in, right? So Search Console is typically used by SEO specialists or marketeers to monitor website traffic, optimize ranks in Google search results, and then make informed decisions about the appearance of your website and how it shows up in those search results, right? So you can actually tailor the way that you are showing up, that your business shows up in search results. Did you know that? Really cool tips and tricks. And yes, an SEO expert is probably going to be the one that could do this for you, but with a little bit of knowledge, you're able to do it yourself as well. So it just depends on your personal desire and your aptitude to actually kind of learn some things that are a little bit more techy, right? All right, so the information in the Search Console can be used to influence technical decisions. Wow. Think about that. Like if you put in information, it's able to actually influence decisions. And that is how technology works, unfortunately and fortunately for all of us, right? So it definitely helps to create pathways to advancing in search. But those technical decisions are all based on data. And so it can also do some sophisticated marketing analysis in conjunction with a whole lot of other tools. So Google doesn't stop here with search and the tool we reviewed previously, but it also has tools like Google Analytics. We talked about Google Trends, and then there's also Google Ads. So those are all super advanced and in what you can do with them, but you can get started with the Search Console, right? So even if you don't handle the technical details for your website, you should be aware of what Search Console is and the kind of information that it's going to offer to you. All right, so we've discussed the basics of search engine optimization, right? So now you kind of know that, yes, that's a thing. That is definitely scratching the surface of it. But we can take a step back and see if your website is going to appear on the first page of Google search results. So now what you're going to do is go straight to Google. So go to google.com. You're going to think of a word or phrase in relation to your business. It could be the name of your business, one of your product names, or a type of service that you're offering. So think about that, put it in your head. Now you're going to search for that word or that phrase in Google and take a look at like what comes up. Do you see your website? If you're not on the first page, you can click next at the bottom of the page to see if maybe you're on the second page of results. Do you see your site? If you do, how does it look in the results? Do you like what's being shown? Is it accurate? Is it up to date? Does it show you in the best light in comparison to all the other results around you? Is this where you want to be? If your website does not appear in the results, what sites are showing up? This is absolutely amazing information for you because these are the people, these are your competition. So some people call them peers, but I call them competition, that are appearing above you in the search. So you can now see how they're showing up and how you want to show up, right? So what can you do to actually change the way that you're showing up? And that's all the tips we just talked about. So doing searches like this regularly can help you to find out what is and what is not working on your site when it comes to your organic searching. You can implement some of these tips from the section of your workshop to help improve your website's chances of appearing in organic search results. In the meantime, let's move on to the next thing you can do. All right, guys. So I'm going to just stop here. We're going to have a minute to dive in with our sponsors. And then when we come back, we're going to talk about how to set up your business profile, right? So that is the next piece. We're going to talk about that after this message. All right, you guys. All right, guys, we are back and we are going to be diving right on in. You were here today and we are talking about how to improve yourself and your business's online presence in search. And so we want to make our businesses available to consumers to come and consume us, right? So I don't really like the word consumer, so I'm not going to say it again. But, we're thinking about our communities and the people who are tapping into us as individuals and our customers, clients. How are they finding us? A lot of us put in a whole lot of groundwork and make sure that, we have really good game when it comes to being able to connect with people and making connections over and over and over again. And there's referral processes. But you know what? Automation is there too. And so there are some really cool ways to automate some of the stuff, as well as to just make yourself known without having to do a whole lot of stuff. So we want to make sure that our businesses are online and that we are able to reach customers effectively. So right now, we've just gone through Google Trends. We talked about how to search for your site and how to search for yourself in search results. We talked about Google Search Console. And so now we are going to head back into the training and we're going to dive right on into how in the world do you get your business profile on Google. And so a quick funny story about this. I am actually, or was actually, I think I still am. I am actually a Google partner that is able to actually put your business on Google Web or on Google Search. So if you have a Google profile, I am able to actually create that for you. And that is something that we have historically called Google My Business. The name is changing, and I'm not 100% up to date with what the name change is, but I know that we're referring to it differently and that you're able to do this right from your search results once you've claimed your property. So you'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. But if you need help with that, I am also a resource for that. So you can reach out to me at metamindshift.com. I'm here for everything technically to help you be more technically savvy, as well as to help you jump right on over into the metaverse. So that is actually something that I've been doing for a couple of years now. So very cool. All right, so now I get to talk about it. So let's talk about what does it look like to create your business profile online. So let's get the instructions, and I'll give you tips if I have them along the way. All right, so when we did the last search in the last section, we were concentrating on what we call an organic search. Now let's talk about what you might see on the right side of an organic search or search results page. So in the highlight on the right, you're going to see a business profile. Okay, so this is a business that has shown up. Okay, you're going to create a free business profile by going to google.com/business. Okay, so this business profile helps your local businesses get found and manage business information on Google Search and on Google Maps. Now think of your business profile as sort of like a digital front window for your business. It's going to help you to showcase some valuable information that helps your customers as they plan their visits to your location, as you're adjusting store hours, whether it's holiday availability, perhaps it's your birthday and you're taking the day off. You can quickly let your customers and incoming unknown customers know that. All right. So once you create and claim your business profile, this is a process that's called verification. There are a couple of different ways that you have to verify, and some of those can be a little daunting. So definitely, again, reach out if you need to. I am available to help with this process. You can manage your information as it appears across Google Search and Google Maps. Isn't that cool? Within the dashboard, all you have to do is update your name, your phone number, your website, your open hours, any reviews that come through. You're going to be able to respond to those reviews, whether they're positive or negative. You're going to respond, and you're going to be able to connect with your business. Okay, so people are going to be able to find you. There's a really cool thing now where they can actually text you as well. All right, a business profile can only be created for businesses that either have a physical location where customers can visit, something we call brick and mortar, or they travel to visit customers where they are. So as a general rule, a business must make in-person contact with customers during its stated hours. Okay, so if you're stating that you work at midnight, you need to be available and be able to be that person that's there at midnight. If you say that your hours are from 8 to 5 and then you're only taking appointments after 7, then that's probably not going to work either. And so be mindful of this, because this is a process that Google takes very, very seriously. All right, so you're going to be able to make the most of your business profile by including as much business information as you can. So start with your hours of operation and any special hours you have, like we talked about, your birthday or holiday hours. Google will regularly ask you to update things and availability in advance for holidays, which is really cool. I like that they reach out. That lets them know that, one, you're still in business, but two, how responsive you are. So make sure you're responding when Google is actually reaching out. You're going to be able to regularly update your business profile with photos of your products and your storefront, your interior, or whatever else best showcases what you have to offer. Depending on the business that you have, you might also see additional features in your account, like booking, products, and different services. You can also use a business profile to engage with customers. So starting with your posts allow merchants to, it allows you as a merchant to actually post some live updates to your business profile. You can share info and encourage things like, let's say, your restaurant reservations. You can promote an email newsletter. You can encourage people to buy products. Online reviews, you can do those. Once your business profile has been verified, you have the option to both read and respond to reviews about your business that are published on Google, because that's what it is. They're literally publishing a review. So if somebody writes a negative review, you may be able to remove it, but only if it's going to violate their content policy. So if it's a negative review, what Google actually recommends is that you engage in a professional manner. So you actually do respond. So you're going to be thanking all of your folks who are giving you wonderful reviews, and you're also probably going to thank the ones who are giving you bad reviews, because maybe that experience did happen, but they didn't understand the circumstances, or there are some trolls out there as well, and so you have to. You as a consumer, as a customer of other businesses, you also have to be aware that there's some things that happen with these reviews that just aren't right. And keeping good records also allows there to be proof of when things did or did not happen, when you did or did not have customers come through. So that kind of information is really cool. But for you as a business owner, another really cool feature, I mentioned this, that you can try is messages. And this allows your potential customers to connect directly with you. So maybe they can reach out to you on messages and say, hey, I'm going to be 5 minutes late for my appointment. Or, hey, do you make cakes with NFTs? I don't know. Tell your business's story. You're going to be able to correspond with these customers. Use every single opportunity, because this is public, as a way to provide flavor to your page, but also be able to showcase your personality and expertise in your industry. All right, so if you have not created a business page, you can do that right now, or pause and do it, or come back to this later. But you're going to go to google.com/business. All right, so google.com/business, and then you're going to search for your address. You're either going to claim a business if it already exists out there, or you're going to be able to start up your business profile. Okay, so verification starts with a postcard. Most times there's a postcard that is sent out to you, and you have to verify that you actually own that. Now, that postcard cannot be sent to a P.O. box, because they want to, again, verify you are a physical brick and mortar location, and that you actually, do travel to and fro for your business. So one of those two things has to be true. So unfortunately for us online businesses, this doesn't exist. I wish it did, but we all have websites, and that's what those are for too. So if you want to learn more, you're able to check out some of our existing workshops. Now, you can go over to Grow with Google online, Grow with Google on Air, excuse me. And that is going to be able to be the way that you can communicate with Google. You can also search for g.co/grow-on-air. That is a great domain, g.co. Google.company is what that stands for. I love it. It's very short and does the trick. But you're just going to look for on demand, and that will show you a little bit more in depth of how to use this, more than we can go in depth today. And again, I do offer this as a service, so you can reach out to me at metamindshift.com. All right, so now we've discovered SEO. We've talked about how to find out what's trendy and trending in your space. And we've also talked about how to create your business profile. So let's go over to the big kahuna in the room, which is online advertising. All right, so we're going to start with this video by Trade Street Jam.
Everybody likes jam. Who doesn't like jam? Seriously, I dream about flavors. Trade Street Jam Company makes low-sugar vegan jams for pretty much everything under the sun. Honey, do you know how many things you can do with this jam? You can make cocktails, you can put on roasted meats or veggies, oatmeal. The uses are endless. I've been a chef for about 15 years. I needed something fun to do after work. I'm not a big TV watcher. I would stop at this store on the way home, grab a bunch of fruit, anything weird and exotic that they had, and I start cooking. I start jamming. Too much, you don't like the puns.
Do you like the banana setting?
Yeah. My husband is my test dummy, I guess you could say.
You want some more?
You like mommy's cooking?
When I started Trade Street, I was selling on another e-commerce platform, and we were also selling a lot of jam in person, but COVID hit and all the markets shut down, which freaked me out. I'm already scared about being mommy. Then on top of that, I'm worried about the life of my business. People started ordering specialty food online, so we immediately had to pivot and focus all my efforts on selling online. When people go on Google and they search jam or jelly, I want them to be able to find my brand. With Google Ads, they can type those things in and I pop up. You guys, that's huge. Being able to sell on our website, it really did save us. I couldn't imagine going back to not using Google products. We went from making 2,000 jars every 2 months to making 2,000 jars every 2 weeks. Our sales increased by 1,000%. It was crazy. I've hired 4 or 5 different contractors. Hiring feels amazing. I think it's so important for our product to have a story behind it. I think when people see a woman behind the brand, a person of color, it just really adds something to that jar other than jam.
Oh, you kiss mommy. You kiss mommy.
I want Zola to even grow up and look at me and say, my mom did that. I wouldn't trade that for the world.
All right. Wow. So I absolutely love that. I'm a total fan right now. That commercial was amazing. To me, I love the journey, but I also love the way that it looked. So think about how you show up, and what you want to show up and how you want to show up in terms of advertising. So let's think about advertising. Advertising on Google is called pay-per-click advertising. In other words, you're only going to pay when people take action, like clicking on your ad or calling your business. These ads reach people who are actively searching for products and services that you're offering, helping you to connect with your likely customers, right? So that's how it works. It's very easy, right? So when you click, someone is getting charged. Okay. Your ads can also appear on websites that are part of Google's display network. So this includes millions of partner sites. These ads can reach people earlier in the buying cycle, not just when they're searching for things related to your business, but when they're browsing related content, i.e. like watching a video on YouTube. Okay. So Google's display network. So that's a term a lot of people are not familiar with. Google's display network. So if you're advertising, you might know that. But if you're not, then it definitely may be something that's new for you. So depending on the goals that you're setting, the Google Ads system will automatically determine where to show your ads and where to give you the best chance for success. The next section we're going to focus on is smart campaigns. So these are all words you need to become familiar with if you are not somebody who's into digital marketing. There's a great course out there that's available through Google. And there's also some really cool information that's available to you out on Grow with Google. So smart campaigns. A smart campaign is a campaign that is designed for small businesses and new advertisers. So smart campaigns are flexible. You're able to choose your goal and customize your content, as well as work with all sorts of budgets. There's no contract or no fees to get you started. So that's the thing that's important, right? You control when and where your ads are going to show, as well as your budget, which, hey, that's amazing. right? So you're not getting overcharged off the cuff, and if it happens to blow up, you can control that. The amount of people that you're driving traffic to your site with. Your ads can do what you want them to. So whether you want them to bring visitors to your website, that's cool too. But you can also drive them to visiting your store, or to picking up the phone and getting on that phone and calling you. Smart campaigns are set up in just a few steps. So we're going to walk through that today. And then to find out more, you can go to ads.google.com. And to do that, you're just going to start your create an account if you don't have one. And if you do have one, log in. So you're going to be able to follow along with the steps. Again, you guys, if you're watching this after our initial screening, so after the live show, and you're watching this anywhere around the world, please like and subscribe, first of all. Share this out with somebody who needs it, second of all. And then third of all, when you're walking through this, you can pause the video and then come back to this specific section as you're going through it, so that you don't miss a beat. All right, so this checklist can help you to launch a smart campaign that's successful. So first off, you have to just make some decisions. You're a business owner now, so this shouldn't be odd to you. But yeah, you're going to want to decide what your goal is. So you might have multiple goals. So define each one and ask yourself, really, why am I advertising, and what do I want to achieve from this advertisement? Okay. And then you're going to add in information about your business so your customers can recognize you when they see an ad that's done by you. And they also get to know who you are. You can identify where you want a visitor to land on your specific site after they've clicked on your ad. You're going to also be able to write an ad that encourages action. So, we always have this phrase, call to action. You are calling them to action. So what action do you want them to take? You're able to choose keyword themes and locations for where you want your ads to appear. So a keyword theme is a word or phrase that helps match your ad with a Google search. So we're going to take a minute on that in just a second. And then finally, you're going to set your daily budget. So remember, you only pay when somebody's actually interacting with your ad, not every time it's seen. Once you have all those pieces in place, you're going to be ready to launch. Okay? All right. With smart campaigns, you can start with a goal. That goal represents the main activity that you want potential customers to do after they see your ad. So what do you want them to do? What is that call to action like? You are likely to have several goals. In Google Ads, you're going to be able to create multiple campaigns. But for now, let's just focus on one, because that can get a little tedious, right? So don't overcomplicate things. Just focus on one first. So first, you're going to choose one of the three types of goals. So the first goal, do you want to get more calls coming into your phone? And you're going to have a click to call button if that's the case. Or do you want to get more sales or signups with an ad? That sign up and sale is going to direct people to your website. Or would you like to get more visits to your physical location? That type of advertising is going to land people to a place where they can get to you on their map using Google Maps. All right, so when you're setting up a new smart campaign, you have the option to link it to your business profile, which we went over earlier in the presentation. If you select that option, you can choose whether or not to send an ad to your website or your business profile. When you are linking your business profile and your smart campaigns, your ads show your business address and link to your business profile or maps, driving directions, or Google Maps, and adds in driving directions to your business. You can turn this off if it's not quite the right fit for what you want for your business. It's okay to turn that option off. Otherwise, you're just going to select no, don't use this info, and then keep going. All right, so we'll choose. That's the option we're going to go ahead with today for this presentation. All right, so you're going to enter your business name as you want it to appear in your ad. Next, you're going to enter the web page where you want people to land after they've clicked the ad. So once they click the ad, it's going to direct them somewhere. That is called a redirect. Where do you want them to go? This can be your home page, but of course you're going to consider whether or not there's a more specific page that you can send them to, such as about, or for the commercial we watched, it would be like the jam of the month, or a special sampler offer or something like that. And you're going to just help guide your customers into the space where you want them, just like you would if they were walking into your store. The less they have to navigate around your site themselves before completing the action that you want them to take, the better off you're going to be, right? Because people they get distracted from the goal. So keep them where you want them. Here's a tip. Your website's homepage may not be the best page to connect with your ad. Whoa, what? So for example, if this ad was specifically promoting the strawberry, chipotle, and fig jam, you'd probably want to send people directly to that page rather than making them start from the home page. So that's something to consider. So if you have something special, definitely make sure that it stands out as special and that you're not wasting people's time, because time is valuable. The system will show you where the ad clicks are going to lead to. So now you can preview what people will see when they actually get there. So that's really important. You're going to want to make sure that that it is previewed and that it is being shown in the right way. And if it's not, then you either need to adjust your where the tag is sitting, like where it's directing people to, or you're going to want to adjust the web page so that it looks right. Okay. This is a great way to preview what their first impression is like. And we know what they say about first impressions. So the next step is to write your actual ad. So before you're thinking about these, think about these kinds of questions. What do I have to offer? What do I want to accomplish? And who are my customers? You have 3 headlines, 30 characters max each. You have 2 description lines at 90 characters each, and an optional call button to let people click to call you directly. All right, your headlines are going to be the first thing that people see, and they definitely play a big factor in how well your ads are performing. One headline could be your company name, but other headlines might highlight the product or the service that you're promoting with a specific ad. So the description can offer more details or context, like what makes your jam different, or what kind of specials are you running, okay? So think about what you're doing before you do it. And this is a great way to actually do that, because sometimes we're stepping through it and we don't have time to really know what's out there. All right, so once you've written your ad, you're going to be able to choose keyword themes. A keyword theme is, again, it's going to be that word or the phrase that helps you match your ads with Google searches. A single keyword theme represents multiple similar words and phrases. For example, jam, jam. You could say preserve, or you could say fruit jam, or vegan jelly, or buy jam. So those are different ways that your ad could show up, and different words that you could use within your ad to help promote it. After your ad is active, you're going to be able to review your campaign's search terms and turn off any that are not relevant to your business. You are actually in control of when your ads are going to show up. So if you're selling artisan jam, then think about the words and phrases your potential customers are going to be searching for. Draw some inspiration from the product or service categories on your website. Figure out how you're going to organize products in your store. Like these are all things that you need to be thinking about. Those are the keyword themes that you want to pull from to support the ad that you're doing. After your ad is active, you can review your search terms and turn off any that aren't relevant to your business. You are in control of when your ads are going to show. Next up, you're going to choose where your ads will appear. So you can set a radius around your address. So if you're driving people to your physical address, you're going to be able to set a radius around the address. Pick specific zip codes or cities or like a region, like DMV area or Northern Virginia. For example, if your products are only available inside of the actual physical store, you might choose advertise near an address and then set that address around your business. But if you're shipping your products, you can choose advertise within specific zip codes or cities or regions. And that allows you to select the things that make sense, like where do you actually want to ship to? If you want to ship to the Philippines, like maybe that's one thing, but maybe you just want to ship to neighboring states in the Southeast or something like that. Choose your locations carefully. Choosing only locations where you actually do business helps support your ads. If your settings are too broad, you may end up paying for interactions with people who are not your potential customer. Man, isn't that all of our problem? That we engage with people who are not our actual customers over and over and over again. So why do we do that? Okay, with smart campaigns, you set a maximum monthly budget. Okay, so you're going to be presented with a bunch of different options. And you can also create your own. But when you're doing this, you're going to set an average daily budget. And that budget is going to be multiplied by 30.4. 30.4 happens to be the average number of days in a month. Right? So we always say either 30 or 31, but it's 30 and a half. It's like right there, right? So that's how they come up with your maximum monthly budget. Your average daily budget is the amount you could spend each day. So the actual amount is going to vary depending on how popular the ad is every day. But the total amount that you spend within a month will never exceed your maximum budget. Before setting your campaign to live, you have to give it the chance. You'll be given the chance to review it. So you're going to take a minute, step through it, make sure that it looks good to you, make sure that it is kind of what you want to see and how you want it to show up, and then make any final tweaks that you need to. And then you're going to launch it. All right. Now what? Once your campaign is running, you can continually monitor its performance and make adjustments. So you can create different versions of your ads to see which one's getting you the best results. More ads can get you up to 15% better performance, and it doesn't increase your budget. Did you know that? Add negative keyword themes. A negative keyword theme is going to be something you actually want to exclude. So make sure that people who are searching for this kind of thing are not included in my smart campaign. So if you sell gourmet jam, you might not want to show your ad when people search for recipes. This helps you to actively focus your ad budget. You can get more specific about when you want your ads to appear. So if you want your ads to appear late nights or during the business day only, you can connect your ad campaigns to Google Analytics. Woo! Tune in Thursday because we're going to hang out with Fred Brandon and the Flames Foundation. We're going to be talking all about Google Analytics, which is a free tool that can show you what people do on your website after clicking on an ad, and also other traffic sources too. You're also going to be able to see how many times your ad appears, and this is called number of impressions, and how many times your ad is acted upon, and that is actually called clicks. Don't forget that you can pause your campaign at any time. All right, guys, it is time to recap. I hope that you enjoyed today's workshop. It has been a little bit more content heavy than we are used to. So typically we walk through basics, but this is going to be extremely helpful for those business owners who are out here that are trying to make a difference, especially in advance of the holiday season. So get your websites ready, get things ready to go. All right, so today we looked at 3 different ways that you can appear in Google and on Google search, right? In the organic search results, or with a business profile, as well as within Google Ads. So this illustration is going to show these 3 distinct areas and how your brand, your products, and services are on Google. All right, so over on the left-hand side, you have your text ad. That is where the advertisements are going to come and be present. So when you're doing smart campaigns, those kinds of things are up there at the top. If you do organic search results, that is just how you generally always appear when something is searched for in relation to your name. If you are searching, or if you are a physical location or you travel to meet your customers, then you also have a business profile, and that business profile is something that you can use to help yourself stand out. So when people search for so-and-so near me, jam near me, using the video that we watched today, that business is going to come up. Okay, so it's a really cool service. Once again, I do offer that as a service. If you need help getting that set up, I'm your girl. Okay, so what's next? So first, we want you to go ahead and build up a website. We are actually going to have a course on this, and that is how to build a website using Google Sites. And so a lot of people don't know that that's a thing, but we're going to actually make that a thing and put the word out about Google Sites, right? Next, you are going to, we talked about Google Trends. We talked about Test My Site. We talked about the Google Search Console. And so you're going to use those 3 things to get ready, okay? And then you're also going to go out and claim your business profile if you meet the requirements for that. And then we're going to try out Google Ads. Now, you can fine tune when your offers are showing up for people when they search for what you want. If you want to learn more about any of the topics covered in today's workshop, refer to this slide for the URLs, and I will send this out to anyone who registered for today's session. And of course, you can always do a Google search for that information as well. If you enjoyed video lessons, you can subscribe to blackmultiverse.live. That's going to take you directly to our YouTube page, and any of these sessions that we are having from Tuesday and Thursday now until the end of the year, you can stay connected. You can also go to Grow with Google on their channel every Thursday. I believe it's Thursday afternoon, but don't hold me to that. They drop new information, and it is similar to what we're doing, but of course it is a little different flavor, and that is your skills, your career, and business information. So we all are just trying to get the word out here about how you can use Google tools to be a little bit more effective. My favorite part, if you're looking to start a new career or land a competitively paid job, building some skills in your career or in a specific field, you are able to check out Google Career Certifications. And so Google Career Certifications are amazing. There's no experience that's required for those. You're able to learn at your own pace, and you're able to stand out to potential employers. And it's also a really great pathway to jobs. Let me tell you something, y'all. I have been on a hiring spree here lately. So we here at Black Multiverse Enterprises are hiring. And so if you are someone who is looking for a role to fulfill and support you throughout the holiday season, or if you're looking for something just in general, that is a sales position working within Black Multiverse for Web3, or within one of our partner organizations for Web2. We have positions available, and each of those positions is eligible after a couple of weeks to apply for your Google Career Certification. That certification, there's no experience required. The only thing that is required to receive it from us as a scholarship is to be an employee in good standing. That's the important part there. And if you are not an employee, then you can head on over to grow.google/certificates and see what this program can look like for you. Right there on the screen, you see five offerings. And so that is Google Analytics, digital marketing and e-commerce, project management, UX design, and IT support. Black Multiverse also provides IT automation with Python as an option. So you can get certified and get certified in something that is pretty pretty cool and pretty competitively available as well. There's different support for each of those tools as well. So we are happy to be able to present this type of activity that we did today. We are going to be doing this every single Tuesday and Thursday from now until the end of the year here at Black Multiverse Enterprises. We provide free online training and tools available to you to help you access the things you already have access to and you just didn't know it. So we help you tap into things so that you can skill up and be able to grow. And so Google also offers additional training and tools over at google.com/grow for teachers and students, local businesses, job seekers, and developers. There is different options for everybody. And so this is a really great program that is helping people to tap into the resources that are already available to us that we just didn't know were there. So what will you be doing today? So we just walked through a whole bunch of stuff. So what will you be doing today to grow your online business? I want you to think about everything that we covered. I want you to decide what was something that is a quick and easy win for you. What is a way that you can show up that will help enhance your business's presence, your presence? It can be something that's super easy, or super simple. I won't say it's easy, but checking your website speed or signing up for Google Search Console, coming up with a small step that could show up to something bigger. So there's always going to be another way that you can take advantage. So definitely tap in and do that. I want to say thank you guys for being here today. Thank you for showing up and for being a part of our experience. Don't forget that we are doing this every Tuesday and Thursday here on Black Multiverse TV. If you're watching us on YouTube, you can go to blackmultiverse.live. If you're watching us on the Black Business Network, hey, you guys stay tapped in, stay tuned in. If you're watching on Pod TV, make sure that you're following and subscribing no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing. Make sure that you are sharing this video with someone else who may need the information that you just got access to. So we are here and we are here we're here every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we get started shortly after that. You're able to join us in a Google Meet, and that Google Meet allows you to ask questions along the way. I usually hold that open after the initial session for anybody who's there. They can ask questions, and if you want to, stop me in the middle, you can also ask questions then. But we have some really cool things going on, some really great ways to help people, because we all need help from time to time. So definitely tap in. If you want to sponsor this program, if you want to sponsor Black Multiverse as we are heading into a future in the metaverse, please reach out to me. You can contact me at metamindshift.com. Speaking of MetaMindshift, don't sleep on MetaMindshift. You guys, that is my show. That is a show that I do every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I make sure that we are in the know about some things that are happening around the metaverse and around Web3. Today, I think we're going to tap in and have some fun with a metaverse experience or a virtual experience that I actually did a video on a couple days ago. But you are going to be able to enjoy what is coming, as well as prepare yourself, because today's session was all about business and how you show up. The metaverse is not different. You still need to be thinking about how you are showing up virtually. When the world is virtual, how are people going to be able to find you? We offer directory listings. We offer networking and connectivity. So if you are looking for solutions for storage, or you're looking for solutions to just show up differently, definitely tap into Black Multiverse, because we have a whole lot of different initiatives, and all of them are aimed at making sure that we have a place and space in the future. So I want to thank everybody for watching us today. Thank you for tapping in. We're going to go ahead and and go to one of our sponsors here. If I can get this up on screen, I will do so. And, we are happily sponsored by several different organizations. And one of them happens to be the Black Business Network. Now, the Black Business Network is showcasing the Black Business Olympics, and that Black Business Olympics is happening on November November 14th through the 20th. And so you're going to be able to go to the Black Business Olympics and hang out with me and hang out with a whole lot of amazing business owners who are showcasing their expertise and their experience, all in an effort to help folks to discover, what their business is doing, as well as showcasing and supporting being an extraordinary Black business owner for youth. So we're going to head out with this. And if I don't see you again, I appreciate you. Tap in on Thursday. Make sure that you're going to blackmultiverse.io/skillup to register for these courses so that you can get notified of all of our registration links and perhaps join us in the Google Meets that we have every Tuesday and Thursday. So thank you guys for being here, and we're going to go out with a message from our sponsors.
The moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
Dr. Eric Kelly III and a host of phenomenal speakers from all around the globe for this 7-day virtual event that you don't want to miss.
The mission of the Black Business Expo is to raise scholarship money from kids all the way from high school, all the way from college. The Black Business Olympics is one of the largest Black business showcases in the world. It is an opportunity for businesses and companies to showcase their businesses globally. We are going to be giving away laptops up to $5,000 away to students. Again, I'm Olivia Appleberry, the founder of 2 Cents Finance and one of the speakers for the expo. I am so excited to see you there. For more info, go to www.blackbusinessexpousa.com. or call 919-308-9090 and hope to see you there.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep. Yes, I am Black business. I am Black business. Tell me, are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? Listen, I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black business in the world. The world. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-308-9090. I am Black business.
I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com or call 919-380-9090. I am Black business. I am Black business. From the moment I wake until the time I sleep, I am Black business. I am Black business. Are you Black business? I am Black business. Do you support Black businesses? I support Black business because I am Black business. Black Business Expo, one of the largest business showcases in the history of Black America in North Carolina. Sign up today at www.blackbusinessexpousa.com